Hello, dear students. My name is Mansi Patel from Samarpan Gyan School, and today we are going to study class 10 science, light, reflection, refraction, part 2. In part 1, we already understood that light travels in a straight line, light ray. Okay, and we saw that reflection of light, and there are two laws. Law 1, angle of incident is equal to an angle of reflection, that is this one, I is equal to R. And second law, incident ray, normal ray and reflected ray should be in a same plane. Okay, now today we are going to understand what is image. Okay, students, there is two type of image. One is virtual image, another is real image. Now what is real image? If the light ray coming from a point actually meet after reflection, then image form is called real image. And what is virtual image? If the light rays coming from a point after reflection does not meet, okay, here does not meet actually, but appears to meet another point. Actually they did not meet, but it appears that they meet, then it is a virtual image. Students, I think physics, physics students, it's totally based on fiction and some assumptions. Here is also one assumption here, that our normal eyes cannot see reflected ray. Okay, we cannot imagine that where is image form actually when light comes to our eyes. So we only assume that maybe object is here, you can see. If object is here, then might be image is here, image formed here. Okay, for that, mirror. Okay, in our house also there is a mirror where we see ourselves. So that is plane mirror. Mirror is a polished surface which reflect almost all lights incident on it. So there is basically two types of mirror. One is a plane mirror, that is on our house, and another mirror is spherical mirror. Now in plane mirror, it's some properties. So first property is virtual image. Okay, so virtual image means what? That how we look, that we see in the our plane mirror. Okay, there is nothing change. Second property is size of object is equal to size of image. Obviously, if in a front of mirror we are, okay, so then our size and our image size is completely same, nothing change in it. Third property is distance. Distance of the object from the mirror and distance of the image from the mirror is equal. For example, if we took 2 steps forward, then our image also take a 2 step forward. Okay, so it is very simple. And the last property is laterally inverted. Now what is it? So basically you can do this practical also. You can go in a front of mirror and do one thing, that raise your right hand. Okay, then your image will rise left hand. One more example, you can write ABCD alphabets and just look in the mirror, it's inverted. So here are some properties. So this reflection, no, the light reflection in this manner, it is possible in a plane mirror only. Actually it is a question, that is it possible only in a plane mirror, this type of reflection? Because this reflection said to be the surface of this area where reflected, right, that source of torch is here and it rays light, so it should be a plane surface. It is what require. Understood? So it is only applicable for plane mirror. Now where we use plane mirror? So plane mirror are commonly used as a looking glass in making periscopes, kaleidoscopes, etc. Okay. So are laws reflection applicable here also? Here it means which type of mirror this is. So it is spherical mirror. Students, do you know sphere shape? Okay, sphere shape, it's like a football. Okay, so when we cut the football there are two parts, so we'll take a one part. Okay, so spherical mirror, it reflecting surface of the mirror is a curved inward or outward. Okay, so from inward and outward two surfaces are there. So from this two surface we can understood two more mirror, both are spherical mirror. One is concave mirror, another one is convex mirror. Here you can see one line is plain and another one is shaded. You can see one line is plain one side and another one is shaded. Which part is shaded, it is coated by silver so that light cannot reflect from that part, and another part which was plain, light reflect on that part, and that is the spherical mirror. Concave and convex, you should understand this from a spoon. Okay, go to your kitchen, take a spoon, and just now, okay, right now you have to do this. Go to the kitchen fast, take a spoon, and please look at it. There is two type, there is two side. It's a sphere shape, okay, and in spherical shape there is a convex and concave, two sides are there, and in both sides you can see your different image, students, different image, not virtual, not erect. Virtual and erect where we see in a plane mirror, okay, that is in our bedroom or somewhere. So it is concave and convex mirror. Spherical mirror with a inward curved, okay, you can see inward curved, you can see here inward, so it is concave mirror, and if it is outward then it is convex. You can see it's a cave, okay, you can see it's a cave, so that is why it is concave, and here convex. Okay, no confusion in name. One is a reflecting side. If it is convex then outward side is a reflecting side and another is shaded with a silver coating, and if it is concave then inward side is reflecting side. Whichever is a reflecting side, there light ray will pass, will throw. Understood? So you have to be very clear. Now let's see the definition. Concave mirror. Concave mirror is a mirror whose reflecting surface in inward, while outer surface, which is bulged outward, is opaque. Convex mirror is a mirror whose reflecting surface bulge outward while opaque surface is the inner part of the mirror. It is a very easy definition. If you understand the mirror, you can write it by your own. Okay. So let's just see the both the mirror and understand that how light rays was reflected, okay, and how it works, because there are certain terms that you should understand. First term is pole. Okay, let's take a one concave mirror, you can see here, okay, and both the edges will give one name, m dash, and here you can see it is concave, that is why inward side is a plane, so we'll throw the rays there over. Okay, and both in, if it is a one mirror then a middle point it is P, and P, that is pole. Okay, it is denoted by P. Point of center of reflecting surface, whichever is reflecting surface, it is a center point. Okay, next is radius of curvature. Now we all know that might be is a, it is a concave, okay, but it is actually a sphere. We cut that sphere and make this mirror concave. Okay, so imagine it is a sphere. As I said that physics is completely assumption, so please assume that it is a sphere, complete sphere. And what is the center point of the sphere? From that to pole, okay, center point of the sphere, that is C, and that to pole, that is P, it is called radius of curvature. Okay, it is the radius of curvature. Distance between C and P called radius of curvature, and it is denoted by R, capital R. Okay, please make sure that whichever spelling is like a capital P, capital R, capital C, so it should be there only. Here is one note that center of curvature and radius of curvature is not part of concave mirror. These are imaginative point which is considered as a part of sphere, as we already said, because here it is not a sphere, it is only concave. Next is aperture. It is the surface of mirror from which reflected take place part, that is M dash. Next is principal axis. So pole P, okay, and center of curvature, there will pass one line, okay, in middle of that. So it is a center line, and that is principal axis. All the formation, all the lenses will took there, and image formation will also done by there. So fully will go to one side. It is complete, okay. A spherical mirror with an inward curved reflecting surface is called concave mirror. A beam of light generally converge after reflecting from such a surface, hence it is called convergent mirror also. Concave and convergent both are same. Why convergent? So it is the surface, no? It is surface when light pass through it, so it will converge and pass from one point. We'll see in next, okay, don't worry. The inner curved surface is a shining spoon, can be considered as concave mirror. Look student, it is the converging mirror. Okay, you can see pole P, capital P, M dash, focus F, small f is a focal length. Okay, small f, that is from pole P and focus F, distance between. First, just don't be confused, first you should know that this curve, okay, that is curved, then pole P, okay, then you have to draw a sphere, and middle point is a C, that is curvature, center of curvature. Now P and C, its middle, that is focus, that is pole and center of curvature, middle point is focus, capital F, and from F, that is capital F, focus, and pole, the difference is focal length, that is small f. And center of curvature and pole P, that is radius R, capital R, radius of curvature. So yes, it is concave mirror. Now I said convergent mirror. So students, you can see that when we pass the light, okay, when we pass the light, all the rays converge, and from F, that is focal length, sorry, that is focus, so it will pass one ray, they all will converge, then one ray will pass from focus F. Understood? Here now we'll do convex mirror. If I hope you understand concave mirror. So you understand that now another side, now that is outward, okay, so inward side is opaque, so it is coated with a silver, okay, and outward is plain, so we'll raise from their side. Now ray will come with reflected side, that is this side, pole P side. Again we'll do the same thing, we'll do one name M dash, and this concave mirror, its center, that is P. Same thing again, we have to do sphere, and the sphere center is a center point, center of curvature. Okay, same thing we'll do, everything will same, just like concave, but one is convex mirror is divergent mirror. Concave was what? That is convergent. We see that here it is convergent, converging to all rays. Okay, because they are all rays and it converge to the one ray, and from focus, that is point, one ray will pass, only one ray. Now it is divergent. Okay, so divergent means what? That whenever a ray pass, they all diverge, they all go with other direction. It is completely opposite. Concave mirror make all the ray together and converge and pass from one point, and convex it is divergent, so it diverges all the rays to the different direction because of its side, because it is outward. Okay, we'll see together one thing. Spherical mirror with outward curved reflecting surface is called convex mirror. A beam of a light is generally diverged after reflection of surface. Hence, it is called divergent mirror. Okay. For example, the outer curved surface of a shining spoon can be treated or considered as a convex mirror. You can see here convex mirror, pole P. Again, center of curvature, it means it is a sphere center. P and C, that middle distance is focus F, capital F. Again, capital F and pole P, distance is a small f, that is focal length. Again, center of C, curvature, and pole P, that is R, and that is radius of curvature. Understood, students? It is all about it. I hope you understand. So this is all about the basic term of the mirror. In next part we will understand how image formation, but before that you should very clear about this mirror concept, because if you know mirror, if you know all the terms of mirror, then and then you can imagine, because it is all about imagine, so you can imagine that where will image form. Okay, thank you.